Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Central Oregon Shenanigans. If you're tuning in for the first time, smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and don't forget to check out John after this video over at the Fox Shop. His button at the end of the channel looks like this, right here. John's working on a 1993 Ford Bronco. A lot of body work's going on over there on that. He's doing a full restoration on that truck. Not frame off, but pretty much a full body restoration on that, getting rid of some rust. Go check out John. Anyway, today's video, guys, is a throwback video from a few years ago when I first picked up a camera and started learning how to film. So bear with me on that. I think the next 4 weeks, I think I've got 4 videos. I was gonna just in the archives. I wasn't gonna put them up, but I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. I do apologize for the tasteless editing in these videos. I didn't edit them. Somebody else did. They didn't do that great a job. I do apologize. I've tried to put my own little spin on them. I cut out a lot of this video where there was a lot of music overlay where I'm trying to talk and then there's this annoying tasteless music that was put on top of my voice. But anyway, with that being said, I've tried to cut most of that out and try to make it a cool little throwback about working on squeaks right here in the garage. I do miss that truck. It was a fun truck while I owned it. I'm sure it's still in service, giving the guy that I sold it to reliable work. So with that being said, guys, do apologize, but I did try to cut it down from 30 stinking minutes long. Like, who wants to watch a 30-minute video on brakes and a thermostat? So I chopped it down as tight as I could get it and make it entertaining. There is one part in there that's got some cruddy music overlaid on the test drive at the end of the movie, or at the end of the clip. So with that being said, guys, enjoy the Throwback Thursday on Squeaks, the old shop chuck.
Push it up again. No, I just pushed the freaking thing up again. That's too much. Turn around and go back before we up. Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm pretty much a lazy bum all day, but this needs to be done before this week begins, so we're doing brakes tonight. Actually, this evening. It's not that late. Just a nice winter night. About 4 inches of new powder, and we've got 2 or 3 more inches tonight coming down from the north. Not going to be in a drought, I guess, so we're going to do brakes. I got some brake pads from O'Reilly's. I was stepping on the brake pad a couple days ago, and she sounded like metal on metal. I did not get rotors. I am not going to get rotors turned down. Simple fact is if it stops, it stops. It's kind of the backup truck at the moment, and I don't have the extra time to do so. So we're just going to throw pads on top of the rotors and hope they're not too scored up from metal on metal. I only heard it twice, so we're catching it early. Also, I just remembered, we're going to also do tonight, on top of brake pads, I went to pull up on the door handle and the mount, I don't know, you get that part with the spring that the cable hooks to it that attaches to the metal and behind the store panel completely broke off. So we're going to get in there and look at the situation. I think the fix is going to be to grind down the metal and put a couple of tack welds on that to make it fixed. Also, She hasn't been warming up all winter. I think the thermostat is stuck wide open. It only probably gets 100, 120 degrees. So we're going to be doing a thermostat as well tonight on the F150. Thing's got brand new shocks up front, dual shocks. You don't see that too much on the F150s, I don't think. More on the Broncos, if I remember right. But this truck was pretty tricked out for the day. For being a single cab half-ton, it's got every stinking option, I'm pretty sure, in the book you could get on a single cab short box 4x4 pickup. Minus like an Eddie Bauer package or anything, but it's got the power mirrors. It's got the auto dimming rear view mirror up on the windshield in the cab, which I've never seen that before. Honestly, I think this is my 7th or 8th one of these F-150s, and I've never seen the self-dimming mirror, the pry bar, and it's got the lights that, you know, in the sunshades. It's got the cool 2040 split bench. I think that's what you call those, with lumbar. I guess they didn't have, if it was my truck, I would have opted for the 5.8 liter, but it's got 5.0. To each his own. Some guys like the 5 liter better though. We got better fuel economy, but I'm all about power. More power. And the gear ratio sucks. It's 331 gears in this pickup. She turning 31's a little bit bigger because I don't remember what the door called for a factory tire for this, but I know that's an oversized tire compared to factory. I'm running 31 1050 15s, and if I'm at 55 60 miles an hour, I barely hit a hill, just a slight grade, slight anything, slight incline, it'll pop out of overdrive. I wish I had like 410s. I think it'd get better fuel economy too. Outer doesn't look good. Inner, oh yeah, this side. So it's wearing evenly. This side was about due. Well, it's due. It's past due. We'll get the GoPro fired up and we'll take you for a test drive tonight. So I kind of budged up, guys. I could have had a whole cab and a whole nother parts truck for $100. The cab was in decent shape. I hemmed and hawed too long because the truck's gone. I could have done a cab swap to this. Got rid of the body damage that we've been working on. I'm looking down Main Street and it looks like we got a 12 or a 13. I like the way a 13 feels on it. I'm gonna go get a 1/2 inch. No wonder Squeaks was not warming up. Look at this. Completely collapsed thermostat. So the 192, we're putting a 195 in it. But yeah, dude, it's just completely... Oh, there are fucking scratch marks. Somebody purposely fucking wedged this son of a bitch open. I used the scraper and I forgot to turn on the camera, but I scraped it first as best I could. I like using the wire brush to really get that agitation on the surface area. I mean, you don't want to put gouges in it, but you do want a good seal. Radiator, block side. Radiator, block side. So that goes into the engine block. This side should always face towards the radiator. If anybody's curious on the thermostats. Well, no surprises, really. Just a boogered up thermostat. Don't know why it was boogered up. Almost looks like somebody, it went out, pulled the upper radiator hose off and just did a quick fix and probably shoved a screwdriver in here and jammed it open. That's what it looks like. And I'm not even into the normal mark. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean my hands. I'm gonna put this camera away. I'm gonna go grab the GoPro and we're gonna go for a drive to warm this thing up. It's just too cold. I think we're down to 19 now outside, so yeah, I'm gonna go grab the GoPro and we'll go for a drive. Maybe that'll spruce some things up, get it warmed up. Normal. The N on normal on the gauge. Got some good heat coming out of the dash. Switch over my feet, see they're cold. On the highway. I think the next problem we're gonna fix, tubers, is that alternator pulley. I've put a new belt on. I've cleaned the system off. It still squeaks. And that alternator, it might be the bearing inside that alternator. You can just hear it. And some days it doesn't screech, and some days she really just, you know, squeals really loud. So. Well, guys, that was a fun project. We'll catch you next time. We'd appreciate it. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.